Hey, what'd you do to the case to make it cry like that?
I called it a John Deere.
Okay, good morning and welcome back to Southern Iowa. We have another action-packed day down here for you. And Denver, don't worry, you get to see the 4230 in work. I think it's above full. So in the last video that I put out, you guys got to see me and Andrew. We actually cut about 14 acres of hay. And then what did we do after that? Oh, planted sorghum. Yeah, that's what we did. So today, that hay is actually supposed to get baled by Jimmy. If it's ready to go, we got to rake it still. I got to run up there and take a look at it here in a little bit. Well, let's go. And so today we've got to get that hay raked up, then Jimmy's going to come bale it whenever it's ready to go. He actually mowed some hay on Monday as well.
Don't forget you got oil on the back of that.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing that you said that. So we mowed hay on Monday as well, like I was saying, and he baled it last night and he said it was dry. Some of the stuff that I mowed had a lot of clover in it. The grass stuff, it's probably ready to go no matter what. So we're going to take care of that. What's actually going to be kind of special about today is that we're actually going to be side dressing some corn. It's not my corn, it's actually Jimmy's corn and Art's corn, but we're going to be using this 4230, hooking it up to their knife and doing a little side dressing for them because their side dressing tractor is out of commission for now. And I get to show you guys another form of nitrogen getting put on the corn. What, do you smell that piece of cheese I dropped? Where's that? Got it? Got it? Is that it? Was that cheese? I don't want it stinking like cheese in here. I dropped a piece of my string cheese breakfast and I think you got it. That's why everybody needs a blue vacuum cleaner. Bean plot's looking good. There's the 30-inch beans. Corn plot's looking good on that side of the road too. It's between the ears. So we're banded in IR right now, as in one of the hay fields is going to need to get baled up today. It's a mixture of grass, orchard grass, and it's got alfalfa in there, and it's also got some clover in there. Pretty nice looking mix for the first cutting. They'll make some pretty nice hay. That'd make a horse pretty darn happy. What are you doing in my hay? Hey! What are you doing in my hay? What do you think you're doing? He found something to chew on. But this will get raked up and get a breeze going on it, which we have a pretty nice one right now. This will be ready to bale. Let's head up and look at that clover field. Through the woods and over the hill and through a mud hole to Grandma's house we go. Do-do-do-do. Okay, so now here we're in this clover field. You can tell it has a lot more clover in it. The clover is that brown looking color stuff. It was green and it was red. It just turns brown. Makes really good feed, even though clover for some reason is not super desirable hay. Definitely a lot more moisture underneath this. It's going to take a little more time to dry. So that's the scoop on the hay here so far this morning. Let's go get that 4230 hooked up to a UAN applicator. So that right back there is the applicator we're going to be using. Like I said, we're going to be pulling it with the 4230. But I do know that this tractor needs some coolant put into it. Otherwise, I'm going to cook. So I don't go on that one? 4. So that's 5 gallons per notch. So to go to where we need to be, we need to get up to 6.
Okay.
So
put it on 6 and see what happens.
Yeah.
So all of them pumping down?
Yep, they're all pumping. We'll fill her up. put some UAN on. Hopefully. Actually kind of getting the hang of running that thing. I kind of got the turns figured out here and the way it should feel and things like that. We pulled on 200 gallons already, refilled it back up, but while we were getting ready to pull the rest of it on, Andrew gave me a call. He's been over here raking for me today. Said that he blew a hose on the rake, so I got to run up here, help him get the rake folded up and the wheels lifted up so he can take it back. I had him actually just finish raking with the wheels down on the ground, so it maybe isn't the most beautiful rake job, but it's raked up now, and we'll take care of this problem, and then we will get back to pulling on some more UAN. Over the hills and washouts and through the woods to a high-blown hydraulic hose we go. Oh, this is gonna be a bump. So here's what happened. He blew a crimped part of this hose. This part just on that side right there, that's what pushes the wheels up into the air. So what I'm actually just gonna do is hook a chain up. I'm just gonna pull on it, try and pull it straight forward. And I can put the safeties in so it won't float down and he can go down the road. Okay, that problem's solved. So I'm gonna send him back to the shop, have him rip the hose off of there so we can go get it fixed whenever it's time. And then I'll just have him probably bring up a tractor with some bale spears on it so we can get some bales moved when it's time to move bales. CRP, and it was hooked onto my homemade firefighting rig. I say that because if you guys had smell-o-vision, you would definitely be able to smell the bonfire that is all in this cab. It's just smells exactly like a bonfire. Holy smokes. You almost worried something's burning in here, but actually I did worry something was burning, and then I went burning CRP. Comes the Jimmy. Baling hay, side dressing corn, right next to each other. That's pretty cool. So it's a wait on Jimmy to come back down the hill here, that way I don't mess up his windrows, because I've already been messing up his windrows. Things are going pretty darn good, other than the AC isn't blowing super cold air. I can fix that. The rate seems like we're going on exactly where we want to be. Going good, good looking corn. So before we continue on here, my window, it was getting a little bit dirty. I can't actually see the pressure gauge anymore. So I'm gonna have to clean it up. But while I'm doing that, you guys might as well, yeah. I mean, for goodness sake, I'm using toilet paper. That stuff's precious. Just so you guys can see out the back window. I think you could recycle that. So side dressing, what am I doing here? This is just another form of feeding the corn nitrogen. This is UAN 32%. It's a form of nitrogen that you can give to the corn. You know, it's liquid. This has had some dry nitrogen sprayed or spread on it earlier in the year, but it needs its main shot of nitrogen. And this is how these guys have done it for multiple years, is to knife in the nitrogen. We don't do this. The fact is, down here our fields are very, very irregular, and so we'll run over a lot more corn than we would like to. So we apply our nitrogen in other ways. These guys have set their fields up so that you can do this. Basically, a lot of the fields doesn't even have inrows on it, so they just plant straight. And then what I'm about to turn around in is a hay field. So their inrows are hay fields instead of actually having a crop in there. So they can side dress like this. Works great. They don't have to deal with anhydrous ammonia. It's safer, and the corn likes to be side dressed. There's no doubt about it. I do have a side dressing rig. It is not like this one behind me. You guys maybe have seen it. I actually have a video of it up. I tried to use it last year. The corn jumped on me. That's kind of an issue with side dressing, is if you don't have good weather, you're gonna have to do some other program to get your nitrogen out there, because the corn needs the nitrogen. My side dressing rig that I run, it's a Kinsey. I think it's a 1500. It's a 6-row cultivator with about 20-inch sweeps on it, and it's basically got Y drops in the sweeps. And I put saddle tanks onto this 4230, and I can side dress the corn while cultivating it. The soil, it seems like the corn really likes to be cultivated, and then you also put a little air in there, plus putting that shot of nitrogen. Works great. I think I burned up one of my electric pumps, unfortunately, so I'll have to replumb it and come up with a better way to keep doing it. The other aspect of it is that I don't farm enough farms, or I don't farm barely any farms that have fields that are conducive to that style of side dress. If I did, I'd probably do a lot more of it, because I think it really, really, really is beneficial. Plus, you can say, feed in the corn. Oh my gosh, Deere damage. Yeah, I'm not gonna do another round. And I don't have any more in the nurse tank, so I think I'm gonna be done for the night. I'll have to do some more tomorrow. Corn's looking pretty good. Good looking stuff. That's a dirty job. So what do you guys say we go park this thing, hop in my pickup truck, and go see how Jimmy's doing baling some hay for me. Through the woods and over the washouts and dodging the tree limbs to the baler man we go. That's a bump. Missed it. Am I the only one that's ever goes and puts up hay, and then when they look at the hay after it's been put up, and they kind of touch it, and then they go, that's a good looking bale. I'm not even a horse and I'd eat that. Well, that looks like it's going pretty good, other than one of them accidentally got dumped without net wrap. So I'm actually gonna go grab his bale truck and try and grab the bale and then unroll it. So then he can just rebale it and get some net wrap put on it. No big deal. That's it for the day. I just picked up old Bandito here from doggy daycare, didn't I? Yeah, you've been snoozing away all day. But we got all the hay wrapped up for the week. I've got to finish doing some side dress application. What? You got something to say? Oh yeah, okay, so there's his input. I think he was saying consider subscribing to the channel, and like always, we'll see you in the next video.